Hello and welcome, my dear friends. This is your friend, philosopher guide, mentor, and teacher, Prabhat Sharma, with you in the main course book, the first flight, lesson 6, The 100 Dresses, part 2, written by L. Bishaw Esther. Today we'll see the summary. To begin with, the main points from the summary, we see the first step, what's going to happen. We see the incident when Miss Mason reads Wanda's father's letter. Let us see what is written in the letter. The class was circling the room. A notice from the principal's office came. Miss Mason read it and clapped her hands. She announced that she had a letter from Wanda's father. She would read that before the class. So the letter is read out. Miss Mason got ready to read the letter. All the students also get ready to listen. Wanda's father wrote in the letter. He wrote that Wanda and Jake won't come to the school anymore. They're moving away to a big city. No more silly jokes. No more funny names. Now let us see what is the reaction of the letter. There was a deep silence. Miss Mason understood. She told that no one will hurt anyone's feelings. It was because his or her name was long. What had happened was bad. She asked them to think about that. Well, let us see Maddie's reaction at personal level. Maddie could not put her mind to work even in the first period. It was true that she never enjoyed Peggy's asking Wanda about 100 dresses. She had said nothing. She stood silently, but that was also bad. She was a coward. Peggy never thought that they were mean. Let us see what is Maddie's decision now. Maddie wondered if she could do something. She wished she could tell Wanda that she hadn't meant to insult her. She looked at Peggy. Maddie decided to do something. She would find out Wanda's Petronsky. She and Peggy would climb to the heights. They would tell Wanda that she had won the contest. But now we shall see what is Peggy's mind about Wanda. The school was over. In the afternoon, Peggy told Maddie casually to go to Wanda's house. Peggy told Maddie that she never called her a foreigner. She never thought that Wanda could sense being made fun of. She thought that Wanda was too dumb. Now let us see what's Maddie's mind about Wanda. Maddie said nothing. She hoped they would find Wanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry. She would tell her not to move away to another place. So now it is the Wanda's house has been reached. At last, Peggy and Maddie reached Wanda's house in the heights. The house looked shabby but clean. It remembered Maddie of Wanda's one of the dresses. There was no signs of life there. Peggy knocked on the door, but there was no response. The patron's key had gone. How could they decorate? So what's doing Maggie at night? Let us see. Maddie. Maddie thought about this idea of Peggy. That night she could not sleep. She thought of Wanda, her dress, and her house. She thought and thought. At last she reached an important conclusion. She decided to say something. If anyone made fun of the other before her, she could lose Peggy's friendship for that. She would never make anybody unhappy. Now Peggy and Maddie, they write a letter to Wanda. Let's see what happens next. On Saturday, Maddie was with Peggy. They were writing a letter to Wanda. It was just a friendly letter. They praised Wanda's drawings. They had meant to say that they were sorry. They mailed a letter to Bog Insights, but there was no response from Wanda. There came no reply from Wanda to that letter. Peggy had begun to forget it. Mary tried to sleep, making speeches about Wanda. इसकी रातों की नींद हराम हो गई वही मैरी की. Now Wanda writes a letter to Miss Mason. It was Christmas time. On the last day of school, Miss Mason showed the class a letter from Wanda. It was addressed to her. Miss Mason read out the letter to the class. Now let's know about Wanda's letter. Wanda wrote to Miss Mason to tell the girls that they could keep those 100 dresses. In a new house, they had 100 new ones. She wanted Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red trimmings. Maddie could have the blue one. She wished Merry Christmas to all. Now, reaction of Peggy to it. On way home, Maddie and Peggy held the drawings very carefully. All the houses have been decorated very beautifully because of the Christmas. The air smelled like Christmas. Merry Christmas. Light reflected different colors on the snow. Peggy told that Wanda's letter showed that she had got their letter. She liked the place. She also liked them. She had a different way to show that. Let's see what happens after the drawing which is given to Maddie. Maddie thought differently. She felt sad that she won't see Wanda again. She couldn't ever really make things right between them. She pinned the drawing in the bedroom. She looked at it and said nothing. She felt Wanda had been nice to her. She had tears in her eyes. She studied the drawing carefully. She noticed the face and the head of the drawing. See what happens next. Oh, it's a bit surprising. It looked like drawn her own face. She noticed the face and head of the drawing. It looked like her own head and mouth. Wanda had drawn it for her. She ran to Peggy to tell all this. So Maddie and Peggy are together now. Maddie told Peggy that Wanda had drawn the drawing for her. Actually, she had drawn both of them in her drawings. Peggy told Maddie that she did not say that Wanda had liked them. Anyway, Maddie agreed. She had tears in her eyes when she thought of Wanda looking at the laughing girls. There were 100 of them there.
Please like and share this amazing video. Please subscribe me too. Have you watched The 100 Dresses Part 1? If not, please watch it before watching this video. Its link is present in the description. Let's start. Mom, there's a letter from the principal office.
Miss Mason read the letter several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. Attention class. Everyone back to their seat. I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read to you.
Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Now we move out to a big city. No more Holler Pollock. No more Ask Why funny name. Many funny names in the big city. Yours truly, Jan Petronsky.
I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings, because his or her name happened to be a long unfamiliar one. I prefer to think what was said in thoughtfulness. I know you feel the way I do, that this is a very unfortunate thing to have happened. Unfortunate and sad. And I want you all to think about it.
The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not focus. It was right that she never made fun of Wanda, but she never stopped Peggy to tease Wanda. It was just mad as what Peggy has done. Worse.
I must do something to something. I have to find Wanda. Maybe she had not moved away yet. Maybe Peggy would come with me to Bogans Heights. We will tell her that she has won the contest. And all the dresses were smart and beautiful.
When school was dismissed in afternoon.
Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not. Let's see.
The two girls hurried out, up the street towards Bogans Heights. Girls hurried on. They wanted to reach before dark.
I think that's where the Pedronskis live. Yeah. The house looked shabby, but clean. It reminded me her faded blue dress, shabby but clean.
There was no sign of life about the house. Peggy knocked the door, but there was no answer. They both went to backyard and knocked there. Still there was no answer. The Pedronskis were gone.
Well, anyway. She's gone now. So what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her about dresses, she was probably getting good ideas for her drawings. She might not even have won, otherwise. I can't sleep. Wanda's face is pasted in my mind. I am never going to stand by and say nothing again. If I ever hear anybody picking on someone, because they are funny looking or because they have strange names, I will speak up. I can't sorry Wanda, but can stop another girl. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest, and telling Wanda she had won. And they had meant to say they were sorry and her drawings were brilliant.
Days passed, but there was no answer. Maybe Wanda may be so hurt that she is not going to answer. Weeks went by. Peggy had begun to forget the whole thing. But Maddie couldn't forget. It was Christmas time. On the last day of school before holidays, it happened that. How mad I am. I am narrating the whole story, knowing I can show it to you. Let's see.
You remember Wanda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest? Well, she has written me, and I am glad to know where she lives. I want to read the letter to you. Dear Miss Mason, how are you in room 13? Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses. Because in my new house, I have 100 new ones, all lined up in my closet. I would like the girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress. And Maddie to have the blue one. I miss that school, and my teacher doesn't equalize you. Merry Christmas to all. Yours truly, Wanda Petronsky.
On the way home, Maddie and Peggy held their drawings very carefully.
Boy. This shows she really liked us. It shows she got our letter, and this is her way of saying that everything is all right. And that's that. I hope so.
Excuse me.
Maddie went home and pinned her drawing over a torn place in the bedroom. The shabby room came alive from the brilliancy of the colors.
The face of this drawing looks exactly like me. Wanda had really drawn it for me.
She excitedly ran over to Peggy's house.
Peg. Let me see your picture. What's the matter? Look. She drew you. That's you. What did I say? She must have really liked us anyway. Yes, she must have.
Did you like the story? Please like, share and... What happened? Today, I will narrate to the audience. I will narrate. Sorry, Papa. Go home and let your brother narrate. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Papa. Stay tuned.
So guys, this was all for today from the lesson The 100 Dresses Part 2, and that it ends the lesson. If you have any queries, please feel free to ask me. Any doubts, ambiguity or confusion. That's all for today. Stay safe, stay tuned, and goodbye and good luck, all my dear students. Love you all.